didn't make them hard. I made them normal.
I know, it just sounds...
I've heard about this website, Temu, which people have been calling the new wish.com because it lets you shop.
There we are. I forgot water, but it's fine. I'll get it in a moment. Computer's working. Oh, you can see my mic. Hold on. No, the behind the scenes. See the behind the scenes. Hold on. Unscrew this. Raise that up. There we go. That's better. Is it? Where is it? No, that's part of the poster. Yeah, okay. Already? No? Yays? Already what? No? No what? I'm confused, Haunter. Tell me the secret. Don't leave me out of the circle here. I don't. I'm sorry. I'm not cool enough to be let in. All right. It's fine. Exclude me. I'll wait over here. Anyway, how's everyone doing? Today, we'll do something a little different. We're gonna look over the entirety of Obsidian Flames. I want to scrub the whole set to look for playable cards. I've seen a few stuff, but I'm just gonna do like a little set overview here. Did the emoji not show up? Oh. Like I saw it, but my brain didn't. It didn't add it to the words. My bad. I feel stupid now. Because I love using emojis to take place of words, and then I completely can't read it when I see it. Oh, man. Oh, thank you, Shiny. Appreciate you, fam. I'm trying to figure out how I should all? And then I need to go by set. Okay, Obsidian Flames. There we go. Ooh, okay. We're looking all Obsidian Flames. Let's see what we got. We got Future Sight with this Absol EX here. Look at the top 3 cards of either player's deck and put them back in any order. And Curse Slug, 100 plus. If your opponent has 3 or fewer cards in their hand, this attack does 120 more damage. If your opponent has 3 or fewer cards in their hand. That's pretty easy to manipulate. If you could like Roxanne or, hey, what's going on? What's happening, DEG? Hope you're having a good night, fam. Kind of just looking over the Obsidian Flame set, trying to look for deck building ideas. I'm going to scrub the whole dang thing for any and everything. Every little card is going to get read. This is decent enough. It's a basic, 210 is easy to kill though. Future Sight could be annoying if employed right. I would say use some status conditions like confusion or paralysis, something that they gotta flip through, and then switch into Absol, and maybe you can keep pushing off the ability for them to switch while you like build up to attack. Like it's a decent stall because you can put cards that they need just out of reach. It's still not super great though. But it's decent as far as like a dark type that, it's good to have a dark type that's... Oh, snap! Dark Echo Gaming upgraded membership to the Battalion General. Bro, I was going to cancel that tier. Honestly, I was going to cancel that tier. Dang. Dude, thank you so much, DEG. I appreciate that. I didn't even get to do the whole, I didn't do the point. We didn't point. I was early. That's a whole lot of ass! Dang, she thick! Oh, I almost put my... it was the butt and the... Ooh, a little too close. Too close. DEG, thank you very much for upgrade. I guess I can't cancel it now. Can't cancel me. Where's my free membership? Oh, it might have ran out now. Dang. Well, you're still in the credits of the recent video, I believe. I made credits for one of them. You were in there. So you're still appreciated for that time. Let me see, back to our set overview here. Did this whole thing just blow up? There we go. Aldino, find a friend. Search your deck for a Pokemon, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Decent, I mean, if you need to get something out quick, but still, 100 HP basic, meh. And 3? You need 3 colorless energy to do 80? Meh. Baltoy we've already seen. Baltoy is good. as well as Claydol. These are good. Rapid Spin for 1 Psychic Energy. It only does 10, but you switch this Pokemon out with your bench Pokemon. And if you do, your opponent switches out their active Pokemon with one of their bench Pokemon. You don't get to choose what Pokemon it is, like with Boss's Order, but at least you're forcing a switch without having to use your own items. Also, I want to say what's up, Christian De Leon. Thanks for sliding on through. Got Kaboom Doll as the main move you're going to be wanting to hit here for Claydol. Put damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon until its remaining HP is 10. If you placed any damage counters on in this way, this attack does 120 damage to this Pokemon. So you will be knocking yourself out, but you're immediately like crippling one of your opponent's Pokemon to the point where anything can kill them. You could snipe them from the bench. You could just numerous ways. This is good. It's worth sacrificing a price, especially if it's like a VMAX or up. This is a good Claydol. Barboach, Hide. Haven't seen this really yet. Flip a coin if heads during your opponent's next turn. Prevent all damage and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon. Okay. So that's not bad. Awesome news update for PTCGO, says Haunter. Alright. I still gotta enter in those codes. In addition, ahead of release tabletop version, trainers will be able to play with Scarlet and Violet Paradox Rift digitally via the Pokemon TCG Live app for iOS, Android, macOS, and Windows devices on November 2nd. Trainers can collect and battle with new, ancient, and future Pokemon and receive in-game bonuses when logging into the app. Okay. They just keep... Dude, I thought Pokemon was going fast before. They're moving faster. It's like, here, take it early. Play it online. I mean, that's smart, though. You get to play test it before. This is decent, though. It just negates damage. Similar to, like, the Hariyama. But it's an attack that you have to use instead of just an ability. But still, For Whiscash, though, Raging and Rocking. For each fighting energy attached to this Pokemon, discard the top card of your opponent's deck. Oh, we got a banger. We got a banger here. Bro, we got a banger, guys. This Whiscash. So, okay, let's think about this. Lucario. There's the what's it called? Raging Resolve or something. The one prize Lucario that can like, but then how can you move that energy around? Other than energy switches, there's other trainers that have been coming out recently that I've been seeing that were like energy switching, like Poppy. Oh yeah, Poppy. You can move him off onto him with Poppy. You can fish him from the deck with the Lucario. Okay, that's a deck, dude. That's a little. It's not a big deck, but that could do some damage. That's a pretty good idea. One fighting energy is all it takes to use it, and then you just multiply from there. Okay. Oh, that's actually a pretty good idea. Oh, I'm gonna put a little pin in that one. Just go boop. A little check by the box. I could do something with this. If you okay. So if you pair this along with Wugtrio, why should they have to compete? I was thinking, like this could be another kind of mill deck to compete with. No, run them together. Whiscash and Wugtrio. It's a Wishy Wug. I don't know why that's the name I'm gonna go with. It's Wishy Wug, or Wuggy Wish, or Wugcash, Cash Trio. Tons of ringy little names. I could do something with that. Hunter, will you be opening the 151 UPC? It might get a massive reprint, just like the Charizard UPC. It definitely will. The Pokemon has learned their lesson. They don't want people scalping it, and they know that it will if they don't print it up enough. So even if it takes some time, we're gonna see a lot of those. I hope. I pray. I like seeing this Whiscash, though. That's good. I'll play that. Blubbering. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. decent. It's free. That's a free attack. You don't have to use any energy for that. So that's always nice. If it's just something you can do real quick and it can make a difference, all right. Boufflant. Boofer. Just Boofer. Yep, just Boofer. This Pokemon takes 20 less damage from attacks after applying weakness and resistance. Damage rush, 50 plus. Flip a coin until you get tails. This attack does 30 more damage for each heads. Hold on. So flip a coin until you get tails. This attack does 30 more damage for each heads. Oh, I like a good risk card. That's pretty good too. That could stack up. I'm so wanting to open the UPC, but it might have to be after release that I'm able to buy one, if at all. Oof, same here. I have not put in any pre-orders. I'm gonna try to find one. I definitely want to, if I do get one, I only have the money to get one. And I gotta open it myself. I can't do it a break. I'd have to get it sealed. So the shipping's gonna be a little bit more expensive, but I'm gonna try. I'm definitely not gonna pay no exorbitant price though. Stampede, Reckless Charge, 30. This Pokemon also does 10 damage to itself. Nothing else much there for the Boon Sweet Steenie. Heal 30 damage from each of your Pokemon. Okay. That could make a big difference. That's pretty helpful. Queenly Heal does 60. During your opponent's next turn, Pokemon can't be played from your opponent's hand to evolve the defending Pokemon. Oh. That could be cheeky. This Pokemon also does 20 damage to itself. Spinning Kick hits for 160. I mean, it does 20 to itself, but 160, that's a pretty good attack. That's decent numbers. Got this nice Shinji Kanda. That's beautiful. That's a really good art. Mirror draw cards until you have the same number of cards in your hand as your opponent. Depending on what they're running, that could be great. That could be a great draw support. If they're running like a Tinkaton EX and they need a big hand to hit hard, let's see it. Let's do that. Like, I'll match you. I can get my switch right now. Oracle Press. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon done to this Pokemon. Damage is not an effect. That's so weirdly worded. Let me read that one more time. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon done to this Pokemon. Damage is not an effect. Okay, so if it affects, like, gives burn or something like that, it's not going to work. That's what I would take it as, or something along those lines. If you have the same number of cards in your hand as your opponent, this attack does 90 more damage. So for 2 steel, you can hit for like 160. But you need the same number of cards in your hand as your opponent. It's not very good. I mean, you can manipulate it to make that happen. You play a judge, you both have 4 cards, boom, you're hitting for more. You can make that damage happen if you get the judge, but... Swirling Tail. Flip a coin, if heads, put your opponent's active Pokemon and all attached cards into your opponent's hand. That is so annoying. That's an annoying Floatzel. I could see myself utilizing that. Like, they just build their VMAX and they're like so close. Or they just couldn't attack for that turn, so you just bring out your Floatzel and force something else out onto the bench. Then they have to put it down, wait another turn, get an energy on, wait another turn to evolve it, get that on. If their attack takes like 3 energy, then they still have to wait another turn to be able to attack again with it. That gives you time to sift out, get to a boss, and crush them. This Floatzel is this could turn the tides right here. Ha, get it? Because it's a water type? Nice. Turn the tides. I'm sorry. Bunnelby, we got Stone Bunny. Stompy Stomp. 10 times. Flip 2 coins. Attack does 10 damage for each heads. I mean, it does, like, nothing. But it's whatever. Mud Slap for 50 and Knocking Hammer for 120. So far, of 151, I'm only wanting the UPC promo and the ETB box and items inside it, so more than likely whatever I pull will be trade bait or up for sale. Let's see. Well, in that case, I hope you pull some bangers. Reckless Charge. Pokemon also does 10 damage to itself. Doesn't really do much. Double Headbutt for 50 times. Flip 2 coins. Attack does 50 damage for each head. So, I mean, it's a little basic at 70, but it can hit for 100. But you need to you need to flip 2 coins. And it's 3 cost. That's not, no, that's not good. Yeah, we've already seen this one, the dual type, Spicy Headbutt. Gotcha. Sharp Fang, pretty basic. No extra text, just a cut and dry name and damage for Carvana. Let's see what Sharpedo gets. Aqua Impact. This attack does 30 more damage for each colorless and your opponent's active retreat cost. 30 more damage. I mean, it still can't hit for that much more. Like, it would only make a big impact against, say, something that would have a 3 or maybe like, I know there's some that have a 4 retreat cost, but I ain't seen one in a long time. So at most, what are you really doing? 100 damage? 100 damage if they have 3 retreat cost? I mean, that's 100 damage for 1 water energy, but it's still a stage 1 evolution. You still gotta wait a turn to use it. I mean, Jet Headbutt for 60, meh. It leaves me wanting. Not good enough. Nemo, that is what I think of with Carvana. That is nowhere near Nemo. This ain't Nemo. This is shark bait. Hoo ha ha. Light Punch and Combustion. Steam Artillery for 70 here. If this Pokemon is in the active spot and damaged by an attack from your opponent's active Pokemon, even if the Pokemon is knocked out, the attacking Pokemon is now burned. Lame. Can't touch the other Armarouche. Heat Tackle. This Pokemon also does 10 damage to itself, unfortunately. Heat Tackle. This Pokemon does 20 damage to itself. What is with them? Like, how can you burn yourself? You're a freaking fire Pokemon. How are they hurting themselves with fire? None of that makes sense. Why do I feel like there's a hair on my face? It's driving me crazy. I'm better now. Okay. We're better now. We've already seen the Charizard with Infernal Rain. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 3 basic fire energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. Then shuffle your deck. Really good setup. Decent attack too. It's a late game killer. It's really good. It's decent. It's got 330 on it. I personally just don't. I haven't gotten a good game with it. I don't like it. I love this Gloverido. Slap slap. Flip 2 coins. Attack does 30 damage for each heads. So like, it just. I love Yukimori, man. Yeah, the Claymations will steal the show every time. Slap slap. Clefable EX. Still have not read what Clefable does. Lunar Zone. All of your Pokemon that have psychic energy attached to it have no retreat cost. Oh, that's goated? Wondrous Moon? that could help a lot with Gardevoir and stuff. Let me see. You may move any amount of psychic energy from your Pokemon to your other Pokemon in any way you like. That's pretty cool. Like, let's say you got Gardevoir going and you didn't have a card you needed, and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna put this energy here. Next turn, you draw the card, and you're like, oh man, if I could have moved that energy now, that'd be great. And you can with Clefable EX, but you have to get it set up. It does 170 for 3 psychic energy. That's not bad. Also, what you could easily do is just use Wondrous Moon to then move your energy off, and then, well, all except but one. because you have to have one attached. So you can move 2 to your bench, take a hit, retreat out, and then come back in with another attacker. I guess that could be cool. Good little switcheroo. Grasping Draw. Draw cards until you have 7 cards in your hand for, oh, free cost. That's decent. Decent little clever. Yo, Maximus Decimus Meridius. I don't have a beer to clink with you, but I can shaka, bro. Ah, sick, bro. No. Go back to the game. No. Share. Heal 20 damage from one of your bench Pokemon. Right now we're just doing a... Ooh, we hit our first shiny card. Doing a little set overview. I'm going to read through every card in Obsidian Flames, scrape this thing so I know kind of what's good to build decks with. So far, this Barboach and Whiscash little setup, this Whiscash could work great for a discard mill deck. I just have to find a way to kind of double or accelerate fighting energy super fast. Let's see. Yeah, for each fighting energy that's attached to this Pokemon, you discard the top card of your deck. That was a pretty good one. We already know the Claydol and Baltoy, those are good. This Bouffalant's pretty good for damage, surprisingly. And we were here at Vespiquen. Healing Pheromone, Phantom Queen, let's see. Heal 60 damage from one of your Pokemon. That's very good. Good heal. Hits for 200 too. I mean, so it can output some damage. Put 3 damage counters on each of your opponent's bench Pokemon that has any damage counters on it. Bro. Oh, that's good. Oh, wow. You can make that work. So, hold on. Oh my god, bro. Oh, I need to fix a build right now. Dude, oh. Yo, this is going to make Meowscarada and Rapid Strike Inteleon VMAX fucking pop, bro. Oh my god, that'd be so good. Yo, Alice, what's going on? Lurking, charging phone. Thanks for stopping in. I know the stream may not be for everybody, but for anybody who wants to know, like, hey, what's in the new set that I can play, but you don't have time to read the cards, you can come back to this later. And you can take from me any tips you want, but this is good. Use any type of Pokemon to spread. Ooh, hold on. Also, Zero Aura V-Star. I love Zero Aura V-Star. You can pop out 4 different 60 damages across any of your opponent's Pokemon you want. You could put like 60 down on the bench with Zero Aura V-Star. You could hit with this to then put 30 on all of those, upping those to 90. Coming with like Rapid Strike Inteleon VMAX or something, or just other spread damages, and you can just chip the whole bench away, so that anything they come up with, you can handle it with a tiny 1 prize card. And you can just fill in tiny basic attackers with cheap energy cost, high hits. And just as long as the math is there, you're sinking wins. Vespiquen is dope. And it gives you an ability to heal too. I would put something in here for status conditions like confusion or paralysis, something that give you time so that you can pull that off safely. But it's pretty freaking decent. This is pretty decent. And it's a psychic type, so it's not weak to fire. It's resistant to fighting types. This is decent. I would play the hell out of this, bro. We're putting that in. I'm gonna figure out a deck build I can make work with that Vespiquen and the Meowscarada. Rapid Strike Inteleon seems like it'd work the best so far, because that's just the build I already had going between those two. I can squeeze Vespiquen in there somewhere. Basic, cut and dry, not much to read here. Brawler, moving along. Confront, Knuckle Impact has extra text. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. Hits for 170, it's decent. First Freeze, for 30, if you go second and it's your first turn, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Too specific for my taste. Too specific for me, personally. I'm like, Dang, Joseph's still high up on that watch time. See, trip over. Flip a coin if heads. This tech does 20 more damage. Alright, I mean, but still. What more do you expect from a Cubchoo anyway? It ain't like Cubchoo's gonna be smacking for, 80 damage or something. Flip a coin if heads, or sorry, if tails, discard all energy from this Pokemon. Well, that's mean. But I mean, it hits for 170. You could easily make that back. You get like a Baxcalibur and immediately reattach stuff. It's all fine. I wouldn't be using a little bear tick anyway. Darkrai, Dark Slumber for 20, 1 cost. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. Decent. Night Cyclone for 120. Move all energy from this Pokemon to your benched Pokemon in any way you like. It's not you may, it's move. So you have to if you use it. I mean, I can see benefit from it in like a sticky situation where you need to set something up. But if you didn't have to set this up, you could have just set up a backup. I mean, it's good though. Surprise attack for 70. Flip a coin if tails. This attack does nothing. Oh, we love reading that. Darmanitan. Damage counter punch for 3 right off the bat. This is a high cost one prize. 60 plus. If this Pokemon has any damage counters on it, this attack does 60 more damage. So you're hitting for 120. Then Heat Blast for, and it only does 140? Bro, if you're gonna put a cost 4 on a 1 prize, make it over 150 at least. Come on. They could have put 150 on there. Diglett. Hole Diggin' Noggin. Discard the top card of your deck. Wait, discard the top card of your deck? Why? Dig. Flip a coin. If heads during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage and effects from attacks done to this Pokemon. Oh, I love this baby. I love those kind of like, if you flip a coin, nothing happens. It's like, I love it. Okay, I hate the Diglett because like, why would I want to discard my own stuff? But this I would play. I would be cheeky and play a little Diglett Doug Trio line in there just to be like, nope, you can't do that. You can't hurt me now. 50, I'm hiding. It missed. Let's see, 2 for 60 plus. This attack does 10 more damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. I mean, you can't do that much, really. You do a bit. You do a bit. That could be a good little clutcher. You know what I mean? Hey, Secret Admirer, what's happening up? Says, hey, UPB and everyone. Everybody say hello to the Secret Admirer. Ram, Dragon Tail for 70 times. Flip 2 coins. This attack does 70 damage for each heads. Basic. Hits for 140, though. It's decent enough. And this card, I have not seen anybody pull. DEG, have you pulled this? Have you pulled this yet? The regular Dragonite? I feel like maybe I've seen you pull a Dragonite. But I think that was a T-Tar. I've seen so few Dragonites get pulled. I don't think I've seen one. I only think I've seen one, but I don't know that I've seen one pulled. Anyway, Wing Attack for 70 and Mighty Meteor. Let's see. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 140 more damage. If tails, during your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. Yeah, that sucks. Oh, but going expanded, I mean, if you play an expanded, you just go Glimwood Tangle. It's happening. It's gonna happen. Chillin' took today, Friday off to catch up on stuff at home. That sounds good, bro. I got today and tomorrow off as well. We're day off twins. We should have matching shirts and bucket hats. Like a large family reunion. I think DG stepped away from chat. Dragonite's fine though. That's good. Flip a coin of tails. Attack does 10 more damage. Pierce for 60. Real cut and dry easy. They're making it easy to get through the set. Cheer up. Attach an energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon. It's alright. Psychic Assault. Do 10 more damage. Yeah, I got it. I got it, Hunter. I got it, Hunter. Oh, you mean the DM for that. But DEG. Have you pulled a Dragonite EX? That's my question. Have you pulled a Dragonite EX? I have not. I don't think I've seen any get pulled. I know I saw you pull a T-Tar, but I don't think I saw you pull the Dragonite. It seems so low hit, like such a low hit rate for Dragonite. Psychic Assault's okay. It does 10 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. There's a few different ways you could get that damage to work out. Flip a coin of heads. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Still just not a whole lot of damage. Feint Attack, we've seen the Umbreon. We've read the Umbreon. It's decent. During your next Pokemon, it sucks that it can't attack. It does 140, which is pretty good. Attack does 50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. This attack's damage isn't affected by weakness or resistance, or by any effects on that Pokemon. So, you could kill a Manaphy with it. Just about. We need to bring... back to our next art. Scolding Block for 160. Discard an energy from this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. The defending Pokemon can't attack. I mean, they can't attack, though. That's pretty good. But all they have to do is switch out. But if you can stop that in some way, that's pretty good. 160 is good enough. That's almost half. That's like a 2-hit knockout. And they can't attack, so if they can't switch out, you just hit them again. But then you can get attacked again, so I'd say maybe switch out. This could be, this could, you know what? This could work with, whatchamacallit, with Iron Treads. This could work with Iron Treads pretty well, actually. I would need water energy. This would have to be a whole other build that I would have to try out. I don't think I could base it off my previous build. I mean, I could still use the Blastoise for Vitality Spring, just because it would help here. Especially since I'd be running... and I'd be running water energy in the deck, so then that Blastoise would become a super valid attacker as well. I could actually utilize him if I get into a pinch. And I'll still have the Mimikyus to protect me. I think I'd probably leave out the Hariyama line. Probably leave that out. Maybe sub in... well, there are other options here in the set now. Could just use the Doug Trio. Could use a Doug Trio. Then I'd need fighting energy in the deck as well. And I mean, if I'm going to leave fighting energy in, I'm probably just going to keep the Hariyama, to be honest. But I could see this working. Entei, already seen this. It's a decent one prize. It does okay. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, attacks used by your opponent's active Pokemon do 20 less damage. So it has a little bit. Technically, first off, if they're doing 130, they need 150. You're going to need 150 to kill this boy. This attack does 20 more damage for each fire energy attached. If you're using the Pogo Charizard, you can double your fire energy. And you can definitely hit pretty hard with this thing. That's a good Entei. Finizen, Valiant Evolution. Switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. If you do, search your deck for a card that evolves from this Pokemon and put it into this Pokemon to evolve. Shuffle your deck. So we're similar to the game where it comes out and then you switch it out, and when you switch it back, it changes into its Superman outfit, essentially, from Clark Kent. Get into Finizen here, a different Finizen. This is the trash Finizen. This is the good Finizen. It's a big difference. This one may have a lot more health, though, so it can take some damage, but it can still get okay. Then we got the Palafin here. Jet Punch for 30. This attack also does 30 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Don't apply weakness and resistance for benched Pokemon. And Justice Kick for 2 for 210. If this Pokemon didn't move from the bench to the active spot, this turn's attack does nothing. So, in cases where you can get this back to the bench, you search for your Palafin, you evolve it, you switch back in, you can use Justice Kick for 210 on a 1 prize card. That is pretty beefy. I mean, there's a little bit of a dance to it, but, you know, if someone likes that type of, you know, if they get satisfaction out of that type of gameplay, this is a good deck for that. Some people like that, like, oh, switcheroo, I'm just popping things around, I'm just swapping, oh, here's a rope, and now that's switching out, and now I'm hitting that, and now I'm safely hitting that from the bench. Haha, you don't know what's happening. Run, like, a full set of ropes, 2 switches, like, really shake things up. Like, this could be a fun deck to play. Whole lot of just being a devious motherfucker, just switching around everything. Peck, Synchronized Feathers. So we get another Flamigo in this set. If Flamigo is on your bench, this attack also does 60 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty dang good. That is pretty dang good. Oh, my brain's blasting. I don't know, though. It wouldn't quite be good enough. I'd need more than this. But this could be good for a Lunala. Just a basic little, you know, you don't need anything special for it. It's just colorless energy. You just throw a double colorless on there. You're throwing 60 on the active, 60 on the bench. Come around, double all that energy up to 160, or you can make it happen 2 or 3 times, spread it all around. They'll never see it coming. Fungus. Enticing Pattern. Search your deck for a basic grass energy Pokemon, put it onto your bench, then shuffle your deck, and then beat for 20. And we got Dangerous Spores. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed and poisoned. Okay. I could see some worth to that. There's some big worth to that. Paralyzed and poison, you force them to switch. Put something back on the bench. You come along with your Vespiquen. Throw that damage back up onto them even more. Then they don't know what to do. They start panicking. You start controlling the situation with a little paralysis and poison. Try bouncing. 30. That just sounds like good advice. Try bouncing. Feel better? A little bit, yeah. Also, this just looks like a straight-up anime rip artwork. Like, this looks like it came from... This is really high-quality, like, anime-level artwork on this Froakie. Flip a coin. If Tails attack does nothing. Saddest text in the world. Strafe. We already know what it does. 40 damage, and you may switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. I mean, if it did more, that'd be cool. Glimmet with Iron Defense. Flip a coin. If heads during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks. Okay. That's good. That could be another little blocker. And the Glimora EX also. Maybe that could work well moving forward for that other Ice Q and another build. I don't know, though. Poison Shard, your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. Glimora EX, Dust Field. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, your opponents can't have more than 3 benched Pokemon. If they have 4 or more benched Pokemon, they discard benched Pokemon until they have 3 Pokemon on the bench. Jesus Christ, this is a long-ass freaking... if more than one effect changes the number of benched Pokemon allowed, use the smaller number. Jesus. It's a whole paragraph. Poisonous Gem, 140. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. I mean, that's great for cutting down damage on, like, what is it, Palkia, and Raikou, Entei, Suicune. Also, it just gives them less Pokemon to work with. Unless they keep them in hand, and then they have to set them up as they're falling, and then set them up so that they're ready to attack within the time that they would need to have them attacked. That Glimmora is a little underrated. This puts a lot of pressure on the field. What's that? For 3? Why would I use this Griever? It sucks. Flip a coin if heads attack does 30 more damage. Why would I? Leave me alone. You're just wasting time with more Grievers because you had to put a Houndstone EX. But you were like, well, we have to put Grievers in the set too. And we don't want to make them better than the previous sets because those are the ones you want to use. Big Bite's okay if they can't retreat. You know, that's alright. But I personally wouldn't use that one. Houndstone. I haven't even read the new Houndstone, I don't think. Too ferocious. If your opponent has exactly 2 or 4 prize cards remaining, this attack does 120 more damage. That's pretty good. It can hit for 200, fam. Well, okay. Jesus. 200, Jesus. Yeah, that's worth sneaking in. Yeah, I think I might put a couple of these. Yeah, I don't know. That's a lot of damage. 2 and 4, you know, like that's good points in the game where you would need that kind of damage from a 1 prize, because you can throw away 1 if it'll save you 2. Energy burner 30 plus. Let's see. Yeah, it will be Alice, but the old orthodontist back in Maryland, I couldn't contact them to get my documents progress. Let's see. Surgery before that, be done with braces. Oh, okay. Congrats. I'm glad you're almost done with your teeth jail. I was supposed to get braces when I was younger. I had a whole lot of like extra teeth growing in. Are you making a psychic deck, UPB? No. Right now I'm going over the whole set. I'm scrubbing in the entirety of Obsidian Flames, trying to see what decks are possible to build out of what's in this set and what you can use in other sets to make it work. But yeah, I was supposed to have braces, and then we did the whole thing, and then my mom found out how much it was going to be for braces, and straight up she was like, do you want braces? And I was like, no. And she was like, if we don't get braces, you and Brendan can get Game Boy Advance SPs. And I was like, I'm not getting braces. I'm getting Game Boy Advance SP. And she was like, all right. Put them on layaway, though. So it was like, oh, I thought I was going to get them now. She's like, no, put them on layaway. And I'm like, I got to wait. Oh, it took like 3 weeks or something. It was so long. Energy burner. The attack does 30 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Okay. Coordinated pack. For each of your benched Houndour, search your deck for a basic dark energy card and attach it to that Houndour, then shuffle your deck. For each of your benched Houndour, search your deck for a basic dark energy card and attach it to that Houndour. Okay, so it just meant for setting up Houndoom EXs. Flip a coin, attack this. Houndour, Bite, Darkness Fang. Oh, you can set it for Darkness Fang, I guess. And then, I haven't even read the Houndoom. Haven't even read it yet. Let's see. If the defending Pokemon is a basic Pokemon, it can attack during your opponent's next turn. Hound's Fang for 220. This Pokemon also does 30 damage to itself. I mean, 220 is good, though. I just don't like that it hurts itself, you know? I don't like self-harm. Evil Claw. This is good, though. This is good for shutting down Chen Pao. Like, this is super good for shutting down Chen Pao. But a lot of Chen Pao runs with Palkia. And if they got the Palkia V-Star going, they can attack. And it's gonna hurt. So... It's good, though. It is good. It's pretty good. Houndoom, Daring Strike. If your opponent's active Pokemon is an evolution Pokemon, this attack does 70 more damage. That's pretty good. 120 for 2. And then 130 Shadow Slash, discard an energy from this Pokemon. Lame. First attack's way better. Hug for 30. During your opponent's next turn, defending Pokemon can't retreat. Psychic Insight. Once during your turn, you may look at the top card of your opponent's deck. If you do, look at the top card of your deck. Hypnotic Ray for 90. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. Decent. Headbutt and a Spike Draw. Well, Spike Draw for 60 is cool. It may be 2 energy instead, but you get to draw 2 cards still. Cloth EX. Counteracting Pincer. If this Pokemon is in the active spot and damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, even if this Pokemon is knocked out, discard an energy from the attacking Pokemon. Oh, okay. That's decent. Throw like a Bravery Charm on there, put him up to 270. Might be able to stall for some time, hit for, what's that, 100 plus, flip a coin if heads, attack does 80 more damage. So if you get a heads, you can hit for 180. It's alright. Still though, not for me. New Koraidon. There's a new Koraidon? I didn't even know that. Splitting Beam. 20. This attack does 20 damage to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. That's not even... Oh my god. Koraidon just got a huge upgrade. Gaia Press. 230. This Pokemon also does 30 damage to itself. But at least it can attack the next turn. Bro. Okay, so... This is a big update for Koraidon. This makes Koraidon a whole lot better. Being able to spread damage on attack of its... oh, dude. That's so good. I gotta make me a little Koraidon build. I swear I just heard a voice. In my headphone. I think I'm getting some interference. Either that or it was just like... I don't know. It was weird. Creeped out. There's a ghost. There's a ghost in my sound mate. Hail for 2 colorless. This attack does 10 damage to each of your opponent's... 10 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. Okay. But I mean, why would I use this over the Spinda that also confuses the active Pokemon? Freezing Wind for 100. Flare and Takedown. This Pokemon does 10 damage to itself. And Yukimori though, beautiful. Attach a fire, basic fire energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon. Heat Blast. 130. Corkscrew Punch and Confront. Rock Throw, Blasting Tackle. This attack does 20 damage to one of your benched Pokemon. Why? Why would I want it? Why would I damage my own bench? I mean, I guess unless I need something to do damage based on damage. Which, yeah, Tyranitar does. Discard top 2 cards of your deck for Mountain Hurl. And then if your bench Pokemon have any damage counters on them, this attack does 100 more damage. So that's the reason. It is pretty easy to get damage on your Pokemon, so... Beautiful Lechonk. Beautiful Lechonk. Oh wait, is it different from this one? Yeah, it is. That one just does tackle. This says Disarming Voice for 20. Opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. Decent. Headbutt Mounts. Confounding Cologne for 30. If your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused for 30, and High Impact Kick for 160. Flip coins if Tails Pokemon also does 60 damage to itself, though. Finest Selection. This is like such a freaking like... We met on the hill. You kept all my letters. It's like the Notebook. I wish I could quit you. Finest Selection. He is. You know, look at this fine, dapper little Winkaloon gentleman. I believe this is the male, right? Or is that the female? I forget what the difference was between male and female. Oh yeah, this is the female one. That's the male one. I'm pretty sure, right? Or do I have it backwards? I'm pretty sure that's a male one. Flip 3 coins, put a number of cards up to the number of heads from your discard pile into your hand. That's pretty cool. Perfume Press for 70. This opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. So I definitely like the use of status conditions like Confusion. Find a Selection is pretty cool. You can like confuse them for 70, then next turn you can find a selection, grab something back out of your discard, kind of save yourself a little bit. Another beautiful Yukimori. We got the Lillipup, just a basic rear kick. Another rear kick for 30, this time hammer in for 50. Chomp Chomp Panic. This attack does 50 damage for each colorless in your opponent's active retreat cost. So, like, once again. But this is better, though, because at least it does... I mean, it works out being the same. You're only doing, like, at most of the time, 150. But it's 150 for 1. So this is actually a lot better. Has more health, too, with 160. 1 cost for what could potentially be 150. Sharp Fang for 140. Fire Breathing. Flip a coin. Does 10 more damage to itself. Hate to see it. Alluring Fireball. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active spots. Attack does 30 damage to new active Pokemon. That's great. I would use that. That could be fun. Okay, Archaeology Mikey, your emoji showed up good on mobile, but on my chat on the here I can make my chat bigger so that the eyes fit. There we go. Now it looks better on my screen. It was having it like, yeah, there we go. That's the line right there. It was like eye, lips, eye over here. Eye, lips, eye. So this is okay. You get to force a switch without having a boss, and you get to damage the new active. Combustion Chains attack does 50 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Heat Blast. Lunatone. I use it to creep people out. For me, it just reminds me of like a Magikarp if you stretch the face out. New Moon. If you have Soul Rock in play, prevent all effects of any stadium done to your Pokemon in play. Nice. Moon Press. That's a big upgrade. Oh wait, stop. We're not adding anything yet. We're just looking. Ram and Speedball. Tackle and Electro Ball. Magnetic Repulsion. You may switch out your opponent's active Pokemon to their bench. Opponent chooses a new active. And once again, forcing a switch. Good effective attack. This Pokemon also does 30 damage to itself, but it hits for 180, bro. That's a good Magnezone. 180, bro. God dang. We got another Mawili. Special Eater. When you play this Pokemon from your discard onto your bench during your turn, you may discard a special energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. I didn't even read the attack. Sharp Fang for 90. Okay. Let's see, if you play this one, you discard a special energy from it. I mean, it's cheeky. It's mean. I could see it being annoying. I could see it. It's only a basic 2. Also, I really like that it doesn't say you have to play it onto your bench from your hand. So that means it'll still be triggered with Nest Ball. And that's really good. Because if you've had Nest Ball and you want to immediately get rid of their energy, you could just Nest Ball, get it into play. It'll, Special Eater, you'll get rid of their energy. You can hit for an attack. And then next turn, they're stalled a little bit, having to get an energy if they don't have one. That's pretty good. Mawili again, a Psychic type in the same set. This attack does 30 damage for each Psychic energy attached to this Pokemon. Oh, you could do that. That could work. Let's see. So, what's the top you could put on this though? With Psychic Embrace, like 8. You can move up to 8. So it's 8 times 30. My brain's too lazy to do the math, so I'm gonna use a calculator. 30 times 8. Yeah, 30 times 8. It's 240 damage. If you use Psychic Embrace with Gardevoir EX, you can hit for 240 damage with this Mawili. That's really good. This is really good. That's really good to squeeze into. Like, this is great, bro. This is a sleeper killer for a Gardevoir EX deck. You're clocking some serious damage. And it's a basic. You just throw it down, Psychic Embrace the energy on there, and just get attacking immediately. And yeah, it's going to die in the next turn, but you're only losing 1 prize to put out 2 prize damage. Melt for 20. Ooh, we got the Metal EX. Haven't seen it yet. Metal Bolize. Search your deck for up to 2 basic steel energy cards and attach them to this Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. And then 4 colorless, so you don't even need steel. But 90 plus, this tech does 30 more damage for each steel energy attached to this Pokemon. So just at cost, you're doing 30, 60, 120 on top of 190, so you're hitting for 230. Right? Is that right? Did I math that out right? I think I did it right. I think so. I don't feel... Oh, we got a new Miraidon as well. I was going to say, it'd be unfair if we got a new Koraidon. Didn't get a new Miraidon. Rapid Draw. Draw 2 cards. Okay. Techno Turbo. Attach a basic Psychic Energy... Sorry, why did I say Psychic? A basic Electric Energy card. From your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. Okay. That's pretty good. Still sucks that it's specific to the bench. But I guess this is to take place of Flaffy Dynamotor. It's not going to be as good, though. Still think the Koraidon has the better draw there of like a new EX. What's going on, Kuro Takeshi? Hope you're having a good day, fam. Right now I'm just going through the entirety, or as much as I can stand to go through, of Obsidian Flames. I have no clue how far I am right now, but I've been going for a bit over an hour now, just like a minute over an hour. What's going on, Professor Metry? Hope you're having a good day, fam. It's been good so far. A little lazier. I wanted to stream earlier, but I also just kind of wanted to like hang out and enjoy my day a little bit. Played with the cats. There was a huge rainstorm that I was like super sure was gonna kill my internet all day. It flooded the front yard, like it was bad. So now we're just kind of going through, chilling, going through Obsidian Flames, seeing what is in the new set, what is playable, what you can connect it with from the previous sets to make it work, make it pop. Still practicing for the 2024 championships in Hawaii. I'm gonna be getting good. I gotta get good, man. Gotta work hard here. I gotta play enough in tournaments. I gotta go to actual sanctioned tournaments. That's the biggest part. And that's like travel and like, oh my god, dude. I have agoraphobia, man. Traveling's a little bit more work for me. Put 2 basic steel energy cards from discard pile into your hand. That's alright. Well, iron collecting with nose pass. Triple nose. Flip 3 coins. Tech does 40 damage for each heads. Gotta take the rust bucket. You gonna drive to Hawaii? Or is your rust bucket a boat? I hope that bucket is buoyant. Iron Buster. We got 160. And during your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. Meh. Yeah, there's a rainstorm here, and it started from early in the morning, started again in late afternoon. I slept pretty late today, so I don't know if there was one earlier on, but freaking, dude, the one in the afternoon, Mikey, was bad, bro. It was probably around like 2, 3 o'clock, and it lasted all the way until like 4 to 5 o'clock. It was like an hour and a half long, just... I stepped down on the porch. I'm glad I brought in my other cat, Chewy. I couldn't get Mama and Kiki because they're not as friendly. Kiki is, but Mama's a bitch. He was so happy to be inside. He knew what was going on. He was like, it is fucking raining out there. Brody, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. He's just such a happy boy. Some hot magma here. Okay, make sure I didn't skip one without thinking. Just burned. Eruption. Discard the top card of each player's deck. This deck does 100 more damage for each energy card discarded in this way. I think I've seen this one before. So I can do up to 250. Like, that's good if they're both energies. But once again, it's a little bit specific. Feeling fine. But wait. Hold on. What was the other card? Where you can... There was a card earlier in the stream we read where you can switch cards and you keep them just out of reach. I forget what card that was now, but there was a card in this set where you can adjust the top 3 cards, if you can manipulate it that way with Camerupt, that's some big brain freaking like chess freaking checkmate bullshit. Oh my god. That would be an interesting, really complex build though. To work that out to where you'd have to, oh, you really got to get lucky on that and be like, there's an energy there. And then you have to like, you got to read whether or not they have any draw ability items in hand based off whether they haven't used any yet. And then you have to decide whether it's going to be the next card or the next card, how long you'll need to get into, to switch around, getting back up into the Camerupt. You could totally make that work though. Totally make that work. There's a way. There's a way to manipulate that with the cards. Just with what else is in this set. Feeling Fine, draw a card and Stampede. Inviting Scent, switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to their active spot. Once again, I like seeing some switch without having to use a switch. Welcome to Kuro's What the Fuck moment. Oh, well. Haven't slept at all since yesterday and now it's 7:29. Yeah, I forced myself to go to sleep last night. I mean, I still didn't go to sleep until like, I don't remember what time. But and my sleep had gotten so bad, like full-blown insomnia mode. Active Pokemon is now asleep. I need that sleep powder. Flip a coin for each energy attached to the Pokemon. Wait. Flip a coin for each energy attached to this Pokemon. This attack does 90 damage for each heads. Excuse me? Excuse me? What? For what? That is too much damage for the little freaking Blossom. That is an awesome Blossom, guys. Holy I'm making a Blossom deck. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm making a Blossom deck, bro. Powerful dances. Powerful. Dude, oh my god. Cherim and this is easy. So easy, bro. I already know how I'd build this. I already have the structure ready. You take the structure of a Wugtrio and you just put this in. What the fuck? That's so much damage. And it's so easy to move grass energy. There's so many Pokemon that can help you get grass energy. Spit Poison. This Pokemon active is now poison. Flop for 30. Poison Ring, 20. Opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. During your opponent's next turn, Pokemon can't retreat. Okay. Muddy Hammer for 100. Discard a top card of your opponent's deck. So we got a little bit of discard action there. That's good too. I mean, that kind of rounds it out, makes it pretty nice. It's not great, but it's not good, but it's nice. It's nice. Both active Pokemon are now poisoned. Why? Venoshock for 80 plus. If your opponent's active Pokemon is poisoned, this attack does 120 more damage. So you get for 200. That's the same as the EX. Bro, Cloudsire's getting some beefs, man. This is good. That's good, man. Might as well be the oddest trainer of the new videos Pokemon uploaded on YouTube. I have not seen them. I have not seen the oddest trainer. I'll have to check that out. Zap Kick for 1 cost for 60, and then 11 Strike. Oh, I hate tiny text. Discard 2 electric energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 220 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. That's stupid good. You're fucking kidding me, dude. I gotta make a Palmot EX deck. That's too good. That is too damn good. That is so damn good. Wow. That's powerful. Any Pokemon. Not just a bench. You can put it anywhere you want. 220 is not... Dude, that's good. That's not... No, bro. That, wow. Okay. This set has some power I didn't think about. What up, kitty? Got cat to the stream. Cat break. Say hi to Christian De Leon. He's dying laughing. Wave. Oh, good girl. That's a pretty wave. It's a pretty girls. Alright, we're switching back now. Cutter! Hi, baby. That is sweet, baby. Triple cutter, flip 3 coins, attack does 10 damage for each heads. Lame. Metal claw, fury cutter, flip 3 coins. Wait. If one of them is heads, this attack does 20 more damage. If 2 of them is heads, does 60 more damage. If all of them are heads, it does 120 more damage. Wow. I like to gamble. This is a fun looking Bisharp. Decent damage, but it's not great, but it's good. If your opponent's active Pokemon has 4 or more damage counters on it, that Pokemon is knocked out. What? You're fucking shitting me. This King Gambit is busted. If your opponent has active Pokemon has 4 or more damage counters, they're just knocked out. I love that, dude. Oh my god, I'm gonna build a King Gambit deck. There's some good stuff in here, actually. This is a good deck, man. Or, sorry, good deck. This is a good set, man. This is a good set. There's some decent stuff in here. That King Gambit is nice. Branch Poke for 20. Forest Miasma. During Pokemon Checkup, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, put 1 damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon. Lockup. During your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't retreat. It does 100. Pidgey for Gust, Wing Attack, and then Pidgeot EX Quick Search. Neko-chan! Neko-chan, baby. Oh, I get kisses. Oh, I got some kisses. What are you meowing at? Don't leave. Okay, just sit in the lap. She doesn't want to be held. She's like, I just want to sit in the lap. I don't want you to hold me. You get right in my face and I can't see. Okay, but once during your turn, you may search your deck for a card. Put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. You can't use more than 1 quick search ability per turn. Blustery win for 120. You may discard a stadium and play. BB dude, I sent another DM. I can't wait until after stream. It's my penguin deck. Alright, I'll see you here. Alright, let me just check out my phone. I wish it was copyable and pastable. I could just paste it in and play it now. I'll try and build this up. Let me see how this works out. Oh, also. I don't know how much longer I can go on, so I'm just kind of seeing who's live right now. I know DG should be live. It is Thursday. Or no, he does. No, yeah, Thursday. Yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That was the plan. We got Mama VMAX and Papa VMAX also live. Might do some coin flipping. I don't see DG live. Also, I haven't eaten dinner. That's probably something I should get on. Guys, make sure you feed yourself. Make sure you hydrate. These are all important things. My real deck. Well, I'm going to build it online. I'm going to see. I want to try and put a huge dent in the set, though. I feel like I got to be getting a good ways through the set. How many cards have we looked at so far? It has to have been like at least... I hope we're halfway through. Finishing Fang. If your opponent's active Pokemon has no damage counters on it before this attack does damage, this attack does nothing. That sucks. So cute. shoot through for 40. This attack also does 20 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Great. Love it. Total Freedom. Once during your turn, you may use this ability. If this Pokemon is on the bench, switch it to your active spot, active Pokemon, or if this Pokemon is in the active spot, switch it with one of your bench Pokemon. Love it. Absolutely love it. Hunting Arrow, 130. This attack also does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Love it. Absolutely love it. It's great. It's beautiful. So land it. Nothing to see. Nothing to see. Hair in my mouth. You got cat hair in my mouth. You bitch. Anyway. Agility. Flip a coin if heads. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage and effects from attacks done to this Pokemon. That's pretty good. At least it also does damage instead of just like an ability like Hariyama. Punishing Scissors, 10 plus. This attack does 50 more damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon in play that has an ability. Okay. And then Cut. So this actually could be pretty punishing, because there's a lot of people tend to play 3 or 4 different Pokemon at a time with abilities. So this could be an Oko. This could be an Oko. Even if they're just doing 2, it's still like a 1 cost for 110, which is pretty okay. So that Scizor's nice. Shuckle, Berry Scent, search your deck for a basic Pokemon, put it onto your bench, shuffle your deck. Guard Press for 30. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 30 less damage. Alright, gotcha. Sinistea, another beautiful Yukamori. Absolutely love it. I want a Claymation Sinistea now. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Love it. Absolutely love it. Give me a small card that can do a status condition. I'm happy. Antique Collecting. Put up to 2 in any combination of item cards and Pokemon tool cards from your discard pile to your hand. That's good. Okay. Horty. Put 5 damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon. That's also good. Okay, good little Poltegeist. Slashing Steel for 120. I mean, and also just, it's not like the best, but it's good, you know? A little status condition here and there. A little bit of, you know, you can put damage counters straight up without having to worry about an attack. It's 1 cost. You know, what do you want? Discard top card of your opponent's deck. A little nicked nibble. And a gentle slap. Never ever enough. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You may put those cards into your hand. If you don't, discard those cards and draw 3 cards. Slip and roll for 210. During your next turn, the Pokemon can't use slip and roll. Okay, so it is limited somewhat, but still, 210's good. Hit for 3, decent enough with the draw support. It's not great though. I still probably wouldn't see myself playing it like as a first guess, or like a first, you know, choice. Heal 10 damage from this Pokemon. Heal 30 damage from this Pokemon, and heal all damage from one of your bench Pokemon. Heal all damage from one of your bench Pokemon. That's great. I'd sacrifice a prize to heal a VMAX of something. Freaking goated. Gnaw and double-edged Pokemon also does 10 damage to itself. Confront Wild Tackles. Pokemon also does 30 damage to itself. Call for Family. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon. Put them on your bench and shuffle your deck. Solar Beam, pretty basic. Splash and Ram, basic as fuck. Powerful Steps. Search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like, then shuffle your deck. Zen Headbutt for 100. Surprising. Usually Psychic Pokemon suck. They never put out anywhere near 100 damage, so that's good. Custom Trap, I've read this one already. If this Pokemon's in the active spot has a Pokemon tool attached, damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, even if it's knocked out, put 5 damage counters on that attacking Pokemon. So if you have this with a Rocky Helmet on it, they can take 30 damage, then they'll take 50 damage on top of having a tool attached to this one, so they can take 80 damage. That's pretty good. But you'd have to, it's like, it's okay. It's not the worst strategy. It can make a difference, but to sacrifice 1 prize for 80 damage, Lunge, flip a coin, attack does nothing. Panic prompting pattern. Flip a coin until you got tails for each... Flip a coin until you get tails. For each heads, discard a random card from your opponent's hand. That's really good. I mean, discarding the deck is all well and good, but straight up discarding someone's hand is way worse. Because then you're taking away their exact tools at hand, and then they can only work with one card at a time. This is nice. This is nice. This Masquerade is nice. Swablu. Fluffy Guard. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 20 less damage from attacks. And Flap. Glide and Salute. Let's see. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep during the Pokemon checkup. They must flip 2 coins instead of 1. If either one of them is tails, the Pokemon's still asleep. That's kind of mean, but great. Keep them sleeping, baby. Tadbulb. Energize. Attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon. This Pokemon does 10 damage to itself for 40. Shake and Discharge 20. This attack does 10 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. I mean, it's only 10, but 10 can make a difference. Insulator. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's electric Pokemon. Thunderous Edge for 100. This attack does damage isn't affected by any effects of your opponent's active Pokemon. Okay. Electro Bullet for 70. This attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Don't apply weakness and resistance. Adverse Weather. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, prevent all damage done to your bench Pokemon from attacks by your opponent's Pokemon. Give me that one more time. My brain didn't soak that in. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, prevent all damage done to your benched Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's active. Okay, so that's good. But it's by attacks, not by abilities. And then it does 190 to itself. Or sorry, it does 90 to itself for 140. Meh. Toad Scroll EX. Protective. Mycelium. Prevent all effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon done to all of your Pokemon that have energy attached. Sorry, I must be getting tired and hungry. My brain's not soaking in words the first time I'm reading them. Prevent all effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon. So, effects of attacks done to this Pokemon that have energy. Okay. That's actually pretty good at stopping stuff. That's decent. Colony Rush for 80 plus tech does 40 more damage for each of your benched Pokemon that have any grass energy. Pretty decent attack, but not great. It's okay, but it can block some stuff from happening to your bench, so it's kind of like a souped up Manaphy. Flip 2 coins, attack does 100 damage for each heads. That's even better than the frickin'... Dude, this is the way to go. Just use the one prize one. Dude, for 3 energy, you can hit for 200 if you get 2 heads. If you get 2 heads. Or you can hit for nothing if you get no heads. So maybe not, but Togedemaru. Defense Curl, flip a coin if heads during your opponent's next turn. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks and Rolling Tackle. Pretty good. Love a Defense Curl. Whiny Voice. Choose a random card from your opponent's hand. Your opponent reveals that card and shuffles it into their deck. Why am I having to reinstall the game to update it? Because they have to. It's a big update. It's like you don't have to delete the current version you have installed. You just have to re-download it through the website. Rolling Tackle. Share a piece. Each player draws 3 cards and Speed Dive. Precious Gift. Once at the end of your turn, after your attack, you may use this ability to draw cards until you have 8 cards in your hand. That's pretty cool. After your attack. That's pretty cool. Power Cyclone, 110. Move an energy from this Pokemon to one of your benched Pokemon. I mean, this is an interesting ability right here. Slight Intrusion. This Pokemon also does 10 damage to itself. Meh. Leer. Flip a coin if heads. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Loud Mix. The attack does 30 damage. 30 more damage for each different type of Pokemon you have on your bench. Okay, that could be cool, but meh. Screwtail. Flip a coin if heads. Discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. Alright. Rain Splash, Quaking Zone, actually. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, attacks used by your opponent's active Pokemon cost 1 colorless more. That's stupid annoying. Love it, though. During your next turn, this Pokemon Echoed Voice attack does 100 more damage. Ooh, I like that, too. That's an okay Seismitoad. It's pretty good. Static Shock and Tiny Bolt, not much to read. Volt Wave for 20. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Love it. Love to see it. I hate that it's on a Stage 1 evolution, but eh. Suction Shock. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active spot. If you do, this attack does 60 damage to the new active Pokemon. Then flip a coin. If heads, that Pokemon is now paralyzed. That is stupid nice. That is so nice. Bro. So if you flip a coin, potentially, not only we have them trapped there without energy maybe, but you can paralyze them as well. And hits for 130, that's pretty good. That's a good little Electros. For room, spinning draw a card, suffocating gas. Then we got the Reverum EX with the tune-up ability. This Pokemon may have up to 4 Pokemon tools attached to it. If it loses this ability, discard Pokemon tools from it until only 1 remains. Oh my god, bro. Pachirisu. That's all I'm going to say. Pachirisu. Wild Drift. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks after applying weakness and resistance. This right here is crap. Gonna have like so much damage output for Pachirisu. But once again, Path to the Peak. Actually, does this get around Path to the Peak? I think it gets around Path to the Peak. Strafe, you may switch this Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. And during your opponent's next turn, Pokemon can't attack. It's for 220, which is decent. Combustion and Confuse Ray. Active Pokemon is now confused. That's good. Will-O-Wisp, Nine-Tailed Dance. Put 9 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon during your next turn. This Pokemon can't attack. That's decent, though. 9 damage counters is pretty good. You can double that up to 180 with Lunala. Wiglet, Rain Splash. Entwining Entrapment. During your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't retreat. Knock away, flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 10 more damage. Lane. Headbang and Crunch. Discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. Headbutt Bounce. Nothing to read here. Let's see. This Pokemon does 30 damage to itself. No one cares. Has okay damage, though. And we're back to Absol. That's it. We made it through the whole set. That's the entirety of the set, guys. We made it through. So I think that's the end of stream here. That's pretty much all I wanted to do was real quick just look through everything. But I feel like now that we finished it all. Hey, Shannon's Journey, what's happening, fam? Hope you're having a good night. I just finished going through and reading every card in Obsidian Flames to look for good cards that could be used to build decks. The Baltoy and Claydol are nice. Claydol, especially with Kaboom Doll, is a very powerful card. The Barboach and Whiscash, this situation here is pretty good. This could be a great mill deck. I have to look around more to see what kind of energy I can get. Like, what kind of energy acceleration. Yo, King Kong, what's happening, fam? Bro, this Whiscash, if you pair this up right, this could be really nice. Now that I'm rethinking it, I don't think you could pair it with Wugtrio, but this is just another good, different discard mill option. Like, Whiscash is alright. It doesn't do as much, but if there's a way to accelerate this energy fast enough. Bro, right now, the only thing my brain is thinking of is, like, Blastoise. I'm gonna try it out. Let's try it out. Real quick. I only have 1 available. We gotta change that. Alright, it's not 40 exchange. We're good. But 4 Barboaches. Might be smoke some Cali birthday and some blue sushi. Oh snap! I got some. Well, it's a Delta 8, but Skywalker OG and a Granddaddy Perp that I haven't lit yet. That's mine. Let's exchange here. We're gonna get the Barboaches and the Whiz Caches. Is there a hollow? Yeah, okay, we're gonna do the hollow. Exchange. Just get these knocked out and out of the way. Okay, so yeah, I guess the initial build I just do with the Blastoise. It'll work. So let's get our Squirtle. Oh, I gotta change the filters. Deselect that. Okay. I want this one. It's pretty. How much is it? It's probably like 400 points. 425. Jesus Christ. Well, I'm gonna get one. And I'll do the other ones. The reverses. Oh wait, I gotta exchange it here. Got King Kong saying what's up to Mikey. Hope you guys are having a good night. Mikey getting them braces off soon. He gonna be blinding people with that ding. That smile gonna be like ding. My smile don't ding like that. I should have got the braces instead of the Game Boy Advance SP. But man, those were some memories. I wouldn't trade them. Let's get the Blasty Boy. Get like 3 and 3 there. Now what else would be good? Let's move on to the trainers for a minute. Or no, let's narrow down the Pokemon. So let me think about this here, because this is, oh man. So we have the base idea. We want to make a discard. We need energy to get that going. So I know we need a good amount of energy to really set these fools up. Rods are important. We can do some rods. Super Rod. Like 2 of those. Some Claras. Like 1 Clara. Oh, I just thought of something and it went away. It went away. Oh, whoa, I know. Oh. We need Zorua and Zoroark. They're like perfect for helping us out here in this situation. How is this a reverse? That ain't a friggin' reverse. That ain't no friggin' reverse. They're dumb. Anyway, we'll do like a 3-3 on the Zoroarks maybe, or maybe we just max out, go 4-4 on those. I don't know. 3-3 is fine. 3-3 is fine. Phantom Transformation. Yeah, we just want the hollow. I think I stopped downloading 0 seconds and 120 of crap. Oh, to share it, you'll just like copy it. So like you'll go to your deck build here, you click on the side, and you go to export. If you press export, it'll copy and paste everything that's in your deck. So it'll copy it to clipboard, then you can just paste it anywhere. Okay, so that's fine. That's worked out. What else can we... What else we got? Yo, Java, what's happening, fam? You know what? I guess if we're utilizing that, we also need something to keep us safe. Javarak, I hope you're safe. Hope your night's going good, fam. God, Mimikyus for me are going in everything, man. We need that Mimi to keep us safe. We'll do like 3 Mimis. Paste me some decks. What's going on, Pokemon 10LV? Let's see here. So 3 Mimis. We got a 3-3 on these. The Blastoise at a 3-3 and this at 4-4, but okay. We know we need a fair amount of energy for this. Go down here real quick. I want to get some good fighting energies. Let's get some of these ones. Yeah, let's get some of the... Wait! Okay. Where'd they go? Is this it? No, that's not it. Is this it? That's the one. Okay. So... I'm thinking... I mean, the sky's the limit, right? I'm gonna start out like 14. 14 energy. Stupid Spectrum. Yeah, fuck Spectrum. I mean, my Spectrum's been good lately, personally. But I think you remember how bad my internet was for a while, Haunter. I couldn't have a stream stay solid for nothing. Been running a Zard EX and Pidgeot EX deck. Yeah, everybody's running it, Java. I'm trying to look for the... I'm looking aside. Zard is whatever to me. I want to find the rogues. And there's some good stuff in this set. It's not all great, but there's some things that are cohesive to other builds. Not a whole lot within the set that is super works together, but there's a couple things here and there. Okay, let's exchange for that. Only 560 for those pretty energies. There may not be gold, but they're nice. Okay, we got 20 more spots. I think... we'll just focus on trainers for now. We need some Iridas to get to our Blastoises. We're going to get 3 Irida in. Aside from that, let me look at fighting specific stuff. Like Acuity, all Pokemon with water or fighting energy attached with using open take 20 less damage. That could be useful. Not super useful though. I mean, what's our health anyway at? Like 140? Are you in UPB's Discord, 10LV? And what kind of deck are you looking for? Is got Tyranitar EX decks, Dragonite EX decks, have Mill decks. Oh yeah, I can send you some builds. Yeah, let me build a random deck. I'm trying to now. I read through the entirety of the set just now. I want to at least throw together one deck, and I think it's going to be this cheeky little Whiscash. You do Raging and Rocking. It's just discarding your opponent's deck, so you're trying to win by decking them out. Similar to Wug Trio, but instead of not knowing how much you're going to discard, having to flip coins for it, it's just based off of what energy you can get attached, which I think is a whole lot better, a whole lot safer. Let me think about this. Like 4 notebooks full of decks now. Hey man, stack them. Let me think about this here. Is there anything else I think I need other than... No, I think we're fine. That should be fine. Okay, let's focus on the trainers. Gonna look at the 151 set yet? Well, when it drops, when it releases, I'll go over it. I'll be going over mine here. Or maybe I'll do some set reviews in the future. That could be a nice thing to do as well. Just go over them. I think I would probably do that more for a video series if I were going to do it regularly, though. Just to have some recorded content to put up for the channel as well. Let me see. What else we really need here? Battle VIP, I guess. Throw a couple Battle VIPs in there, like 3. Then we need couple nest balls, a couple ultra balls as well to save us if we don't get to that. Or maybe a few nest balls, actually. Go back there. We got that other one in. Scroll down here. Let's go like those. These. Let me check my Pokemon real quick. So that's 100. I don't know if it's worth throwing in level balls just to get to extra access to Squirtle or the basics or Mimikyu. We only got 9 more cards, so this is getting tight. I know I want to get in at least one boss. Actually, let me use the full art. Just go ahead and use it. Oop, okay. I'm going to throw in one Serena. Rope. At least one rope. And at least one switch, just in case. Five more cards. Okay. What else do we really need here? Let's look at our Pokemon. Rare candies. Need rare candies. Cannot forget rare candies. I get 3 in there. Now we're left at 2 cards we gotta fill. 2 cards. Maybe, Poppy? What's the Poppy? Where's Poppy? Move 2 energy cards from your Pokemon to another of your Pokemon. Some Poppies could help. I don't have any of these, but we'll buy one real quick. I gotta like that. I can afford some expensive Kankles. Got 2 of the regular Poppies. I guess just Poppy, I guess. Could really help, like, move energy around quick. Just to help for more discards. Okay. Trying to think before I test run this, if there's anything I see. Like, I would like to maybe get a Deancey in. Deancey could help protect him. We definitely could make room for it. I could cut down this. I could cut down these. For now, though, I think this is fine. I'm going to test run this and see how this is. If anybody wants to test run me real quick, I'm going to try this deck out. Let me, let's go back. Set active. I saw an invite coming in, but now it looks like it's gone. So if anybody in chat wants to play, just let me know. Actually, I'm going to take a brief BRB and get up. My butt just needs to get out of this chair for like a minute. Alright, I'm going to get up. I'm going to spark a cone. So this is a official smoke break. If anybody is of age and wishes to partake in a little bit of cherubi time, when I hit this BRB, be ready to spark. And we'll smoke in spirit together while I just stand up for a moment. And I also need to grab some water. And then we'll test play this real quick. BRB. Haunter, if you kick your internet, it probably won't want to do anything else for you. Try kindness. Ding 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 ding. Okay, that's enough. We're back. Nobody online? Alright. I see Bug Catcher, but I'm not 100% if this is someone from streams or if this is just someone I sent an ad. Should have had like a the more you know floating across the I mean, it might be overheating. Go up and just blow into the vents, you know? Give it some cool air. Just a little... What up, B? Hey, that works. What up, B? I know it was a mistake, what up, but it's UPB, and it's what up, B? And my name starts with a B. That's kind of fitting. I think your typo was just chill like that. Threatened to kick and it worked again. Okay, maybe violence is the way, Hunter. Here. I'm just gonna cross my fingers and try it against the rando. It's probably not gonna go well. I'm already thinking of problems. Like, if I go against another one prize deck, I'm pretty much screwed. Because I won't have the time to set up. I will have the time to set up, but it's just not going to be, it's not going to work as well. Because they'll be able to get through the Mimikyu. Also, maybe I should put 4 Mimikyus. Just so I can really make sure I get to it. Hey, that's nice, though. I will go first, yes. Damn. I'm gonna mulligan. Okay, I'll take that. And we got the battle VIP, so okay. Don't have much item-wise, but hey, that's good. That's good. We take that. And an S-ball's good too. We battle VIP. We're gonna grab our Barboach, Zorua, Nest Ball, and grab. So we already got 2 Mimis. Maybe another Barboach. Another Barboach. And yeah, it does have the hide as well to like protect itself. I mean, this could work. It could work. Yo, Mr. Zard's Mix, what's going on, friend? I hope you're having a good day. Alice is awesome. Absolute. Hopefully, this deck is awesome. Just built a new deck with the Barboach Wizcash kind of line from Obsidian Flames. I almost said Paldea Evolve. From Obsidian Flames. Along with Pogo Blastoise, Mimikyu from Paldea, and Zorua from Evolving Skies. Basically, it's a discard deck. And I'm really hoping I can get it popping off. Right now, I'm safe from Mewtwo V. However, if they bring up Lunatone, then like, alright, it's game. They'll start mowing me from there. Let's see, yeah, I don't want to rope yet. We end turn. We're really hoping to get into like, man, maybe I should have threw some Jocks in here just to get to evolutions quicker, you know, multiple evos, since I am running a multiple evo deck. Because everything in this deck has an evolution except for Mimikyu, so maybe Jacques could have come in handy. I'll probably rebuild this a little bit after, just kind of move some stuff around. There he goes. We build up the Lunatone. Switches into clear the Mimikyu, right? Take an early prize. Is that what we're doing? Is that how we're rocking it? Oh, I'm dropping a whole bunch of frames. Let me close my, or minimize my Streamlabs. Damn. Okay, so let's Serena. That's it. Keeping the other two. Give me 3 cards. Okay, perfect. But I can't play another. I can't play support this turn. Okay, it's fine. Let's attach 1 here. We still need to get to our Whiz Cache anyway, so there's no rush yet. But next turn we'll be able to grab Rare Candy, and we can start getting our energies put on our Pokemon here. Installing now, I think. You must know. Do or do not. There is no try. There is no I think. Oh, I forgot to speak mixed up. Think there is not. There we go. That's better. Hey, there's one Whiz Cache. Boom, get you down. Here, Rhino. Grab. Whoops, not that. That. And we're done. Okay, now we can start getting our energies going, which is good. Vitality Spring. Grab 6 energies. And we start dropping. See, now this doesn't work as well. It's a little scary. But I want to at least do it once. Hey, my cards. What's happening, fam? Hope you're having a great night, man. I just went over the entirety of the Obsidian Flame set and just kind of read some stuff off. Now we're just doing a quick little test game with one of the deck builds that I had an idea for while reading. It's with this Whiz Cache. It's a discard deck, but as I'm playing it now, I don't think it's going to be like... It's definitely not better in any terms maybe than Wug Trio. It has its own issues, but so does Wug Trio, to be fair. I should maybe try to change some builds up, but there's just the issue of having to get the fighting energy on, and the thing that I know that does that best is Blastoise. So let's see here. Don't have any energy on this card. Don't need to move any energy around. I think I'm honestly just going to Vitality Spring again. Just going to grab these last 4 energy in my deck and... The only problem is here, I'm only going to be able to do it once right now, because, like, I don't have anything else set up. So maybe it's not best to do it like this, like setting them all up on one, and then, like, all my energy's gone. I have no more energy in my deck after this. I definitely floored it too much. I went way too hard right out the gate. This deck build would need some significant kind of restructuring. I would say... Yeah, I don't know. They're just kind of sitting here now, so I'm not really sure what they're doing. They're not doing anything. They're just watching me. They're like, what is he playing? I want to see what he's doing. What are you doing here? Because I don't know what you're doing. And I'm like, well, okay, watch what I'm doing then, I guess. Let's rope. Are they bugged or something? I feel like it's about to say victory because they crashed. UPB, dude, have we played against each other before? I can't remember. I think. Maybe. Maybe in PTCGO. If we have, it's been a long time. I'm gonna need that. Straight up discard 11 cards from their deck. It's not the best strategy, but I felt satisfied when it happened. I mean, they're just gonna kill it now, and I have nothing to attack with, and I'm gonna have to switch to a Mimikyu and lose another prize, but that just ties up the game. Essentially. I'm not playing for prizes. I don't care if I lose prizes. I need to be able to get ready to hit that 11 again. Which means I need a lot more, like, super rods. I need to go full super rod. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to rebuild this. But, I mean, technically, I could do that, but then I wouldn't be able to anyway. Mimi, and we just hope. Phantom transformation for Wizcash. Get that back down. I can super rod. Get 3 more energy in deck. Vitality Spring. Move those on. Something for now, at least. Okay, so this deck can work, but I gotta fine-tune this. It's a bit clunky. I gotta find the right things here. Like, Poppy can help in a tight situation. I definitely think, like, I wouldn't keep that at more than a 2, but I might come down to just 1 Poppy. Come down to maybe a 3-2 or even a 2-2 for Squirtle Blastoise. I don't want it to be too hard to get to, so at least gotta have the Squirtle at 3. Okay.